EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the Kohler Open. This promises to be a fun 4 days, a lot of storylines to get to as we check out the early leaderboard. Troy Merritt is on top. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Well, the majors are all complete for the year. It is time to turn our attention to the big prize remaining. That, of course, the FedEx Cup. We're getting into the home stretch now. We will be at Scottsdale next week, Boston the week after that, and then it all gets started. Round 1 in Memphis, just 4 weeks from today. And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Hi Rich, it's great to be here. We are in for an adventurous ride today, the backdrop of Blue Lake, Michigan. But finding the short grass, the fairway, one of the hardest things to do around here, so we're off to a promising start.
Well, it was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way you could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced away. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Well, here we are at the 188-yard par 3 third, and we'll say this a lot. This is vintage Pete Dye. It's all about the visual intimidation. When you start to look around, you become terrified because there's Lake Michigan on the left, deep bunkers and dunes on the left, so obviously you want to favor that right side of that enormous green. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We were flirting with Lake Michigan there, there's no doubt about it. Down on the left-hand side. Much like the last hole, you don't see much of the putting surface if you're over here.
Oh, nearly holed that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan.
Nice long tee shot. Fairway does get narrow down there. A little unlucky to get into the first cut.
Now this, Iona, from just off the fairway.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Well, as an old baseball announcer once said, going,
Gone.
goodbye. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Heading now to the 603-yard par 5 fifth, where only the bravest will go for the green in 2. Water on both the left and right side of the fairway. Left side is where you'd rather be. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Iona, a second coming up.
It is a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Frank, how do you like this par 4 sixth hole, a little more than 400 yards?
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300 yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here. That's a good tee shot down the right side, but that flag's a little tight on the right, so you might have to have a little think about this one.
From the fairway, Iona, this is second.
And it's a short hole, the sixth here at Whistling Straits, the shortest on the front nine, in fact. To get to this back portion of the green, you have to carry plenty of trouble, but be particularly aware of that deep pot bunker that's nestled in the gremlin's ear.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This from about 10 feet. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. It's a beautiful hole, isn't it? You got a great view of Lake Michigan. It's 221 yards. You can only gaze at that water for so long, then you have to get back to the task at hand, and it is a tough one. Nah, you figured that was left all the way, and he'll wind up in the rough. So from the rough, Iona's down there.
Well, this is certainly interesting. To the left-hand side of the green here at 7, chipping back towards Lake Michigan off a slight downslope. This'll test your nerve.
Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at -3. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either, on the green and with a putt. A 2-putt has to be the name of the game here. This, a long one for birdie. can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, how's the 9th hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front 9, that's for sure. Slight bend to the right. Ideally, you want to hit it down that left side. Otherwise, you might be blocked out with that second shot.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
110 gets to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
I nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. This is up the right side, going to try and draw its way back.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
So now from just into that first cut, he'll ready his approach to this par 4. I like the looks of this one.
And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close.
5 feet now for birdie. Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just one shot off the top spot. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off, a good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 in 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Now this for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
That one safely in, and it's par here at 12. And he'll stay at 5 under. Just amazing what man can do, right? Make the earth look like the moon, make Wisconsin look like Ireland. That's what this 402-yard par 4 13th is all about. They call it cliffhanger, and you can see why. That green is hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Good luck here. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot now from right at 100 yards. Well, sometimes you can get a little too cute. Hits the green on the fly, but too much action on the ball, and you find yourself trying to get up and down to save par.
Now a 7-footer.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. So here we are at the 14th, just a shade under 400 yards, par 4. You can see it's a dog leg left. You might be tempted to cut that corner, but you're asking for some trouble there. You can see there's an enormous fairway bunker, which could spell bogey.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
Not a big issue, though it is in the rough. Should have a go at this one. Second shot now, 14th hole. And that, a little beyond the hole, but a good shot. Chance now for another birdie. Now, that's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Now the putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And he'll move into the lead here with 3 holes to go. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
Oh, that's not going to be good. Frank, you surprised that one came out as well as it did?
Certainly, Rich. This hole at one stage looked very problematic, but now, back in the fairway, you never know.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Now this for another birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And the lead moves to 2 with 2 to play here on day 1. Well, Frank, we know that Pete Dye has given the world some intimidating par 3s, most notably the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. He says this one is even more fearsome.
And the reason why is the drop-off on the left. It's 20 feet below the level of the green. Then you've got the sand dunes on the right, which are sort of speckled with bunkers as well. And then there's a little sliver of green grass in between. That's the green.
Oh dear, that looks thick in there. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. The final hole, the 18th. And the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. So day one in the books. What a day it was for our featured golfer, leading by a stroke here on this Thursday.
I remember the
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's at 9 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play.
All right, so that one settles in the bunker. What kind of an early test is this here at the first, Frank?
Well, I was hoping for the fairway. That didn't happen. Now he's in the bunker. I'm hoping he can still hit the green. Well, that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker. So really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
15 feet away. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll remain one shot back. Frank, how about the par 5, 597 yards second hole?
They give you a chance here. If you can hit a long drive down the left side, it starts to open up. But even a drive that finds the fairway down the right side, you might think it's okay, but chances are you can have a blind second shot.
No damage done after missing the first fairway, but he should like this one a little bit better here at number 2. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in 2.
And that second shot on this par 5, it just came out too low, came out like a bullet. That first bounce, it wasn't going to stop. Second bounce wasn't going to stop, and just ran over the back.
A 6-footer now for birdie. Oh, come on, he deserved that one. That finished off for a par here with the second, and he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Okay, that will finish on the front of the green and with the pin cut front right. A birdie try forthcoming.
One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way.
Just 5 feet left. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he's going to remain at 8 under.
Back here at Whistling Straits, we're on the 4th tee. It's a par 4, and it's a good one, Frank. 494 yards.
Very intimidating to the eye there. It sort of makes you hit it down the left side, but that's where you've got to be careful. Because if you hit it down the left, it's going to kick further left and cause a lot of problems. Now, it didn't quite allow for that breeze. You can see it take the ball completely across the fairway into the first cut.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay the third.
Under 46 yards left to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Ball's on the green, I know that, but I'm looking at the flag, and I don't see the ball by the flag.
3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, here we are at the 603-yard par 5 fifth. This is the hole that Bryson DeChambeau made famous at the Ryder Cup with that 417-yard drive. Bryson DeChambeau with a flip wedge in. That was a game changer for Bryson. Maybe it can be for you too. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole.
This one should work sharply to his right.
It's for birdie. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And he'll stay right where he is.
Ready to hit the tee shot here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, Rich, finally a par 4 that's not overly long. There's a little bunker down the left. That's about 250 yards. Shouldn't have a problem carrying that, but it's the next two, just up ahead around the 330 mark. Just keep it a little short of that. Short iron in.
That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Iona, a second coming up.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Now this for birdie.
And this coming just slightly back up the hill, but the thing he's got to watch out for, it's definitely going to move to his right.
Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his 2nd shot. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan. And dunes and bunkers on the right. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this 2nd shot. You could see he was trying to spin that thing close. Nice job finding the putting surface. Still got a little work to do for his birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. And he'll move it to 1 under for his round, -9 for the tournament.
Finishing up this front 9, Frank, with a better than 440-yard par 4.
Bunkers left and bunkers right. The goal here is to hit it down the left side of the fairway. Otherwise, you might be blocked out by some of those trees that are just short of the green. Not much to fault there.
Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the 9th?
It plays a little downhill, so it's going to play a little shorter than its distance. I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
This one measures out to 15 feet. That one just going to sneak on by. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And this will be a 1 under front side as he goes out in 35. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
150 left to the hole. Pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
That is straight into the thick stuff. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt. going to scoot a foot or two by. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he's going to stay 2 back.
Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you'd think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
Now a second to this par 3. Oh, is that any good? Perfect.
That was tracking pretty well, too. That could have gone in for the same price.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain 3 shots off the pace.
Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. I was asking for it to go, and it listened. That is a really good shot. A straightforward look here for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he's going to move to within 2 shots of the lead. Perfect striking range for the weekend.
Now to the par 4 14th. It is a dogleg left, about 396 yards.
Yeah, it really narrows up around that 300-yard mark. So this is another hole, really, where you don't need a driver. But somehow you've got to get that ball in the fairway. Remember, 250 yards only leaves 145 in.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. That one was running so hot. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Now we arrive at the 503-yard par 4 15th, beginning of a 4-hole stretch, rivaling any 4-hole stretch in championship golf. Hang on tight. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker. Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot.
This one measures out to 24 feet.
The pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Be pleased with that one. On into par 5. Didn't fly it there, but didn't have to. Got everything he needed out of that shot. So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Oh, wonderful effort right there. That was tracking much of the way, and it'll leave a short one for birdie. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament. Here we are at the 249-yard 17th. What a hole. One of the most intimidating peak dive par 3 anywhere in the world. Most players will play it safe to the right side of the green because the left, it has that 20-foot drop down to the sand dunes and Lake Michigan beyond. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. This is a 16-footer. Oh, yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot. And that will work its way just off the green and set up a shot from the fringe. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to drop back to -9. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Hideki Matsuyama is the leader. He currently sits at 12 under par. And the golfer we'll be watching, definitely in contention, just 3 shots off the lead. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yes, hello Rich. What a treat we're in for today. The backdrop of Lake Michigan and over 1,000 bunkers. Some reports say 1,012, so finding the fairway essential around this track, and we're off to a solid start.
Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay at -9. This is the shorter of the 2 par 5s on the front, the second at 597 yards. So you know that next one is long, just a little bit of a dog leg to the left. If you are going to try to knock it on into, you have to keep an eye on that pot bunker. It's 35 yards short of the green, and if you're in that, you may not be coming out. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's a long and slender hole, very challenging, and being on the right-hand side makes it even more so. We're looking at a blind second shot, with that pot bunker just 35 yards short of the green, making it even more tough.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in a really good position here on the par 5.
Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament.
All right, Frank, how do you like the look of the first par 3 in the golf course, the third hole?
Well, you have a good look at Lake Michigan for a start. That's certainly not where you want to hit it, though. Really use the green, the shape of the green, which angles to the left.
Speed a factor here down the slope for his second.
And just when I thought the momentum was going in the right direction after that birdie, please don't give it back straight away.
Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Frank, this is a big hole right here. The fourth, it is almost 500 yards, par 4.
And you can see the bunkers and the mounding down the right side. Believe it or not, that's actually where you should aim your tee shot. And just let the contours move that ball towards the middle of the fairway.
All right, in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
On the fourth year at Whistling Straits, it's challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. That's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay right where he is. Start to make our way inland now at the par 5 fifth. It is a shade more than 600 yards. All you want, you're going to need plenty of firepower to get home into, that's for sure. Water left, water right. You want to stay down that left side of the fairway. You'd be happy to walk away with a 5 here. Well, if you know you're not going to go for this green in 2 and you feel more comfortable with 3-wood off the tee, that's a good, safe play. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and this 6th hole is the shortest on the front 9, known as Gremlin's Ear. That's because of the unique shape of this green. Thankfully, the pin today is in the front portion. Definitely more accessible, but beware of those bunkers short right.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par, 2 under on his round. Heading now to the picturesque par 3-7, 221 yards along Lake Michigan. Long green, making club selection absolutely crucial and putting a challenge. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. 3 putts, a definite possibility here. This is a long look for birdie. How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay at 11 under par. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus.
It's been good driving so far. That ball bounces into the rough, so just the first fairway miss today.
So he should be able to get a full club on this, but the ball below his feet for his second. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least.
The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
Pin in the back left today as he'll stare down this second to the par 4.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Oh, never in doubt. What a great putt that is. It's a birdie here at the 9th, and that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Starting off the backside with a 391-yard par 4 10th. Best to try and hug the left side of the fairway. You have to avoid the deep bunker on the right, which demands a 240-yard carry. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just one shot off the top spot.
Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. Forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So, in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Okay, pretty good shot right there. Didn't quite release all the way out after landing in the fairway, but still, chance for an up and down birdie at this par 5. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par.
Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
At 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of the screen and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
That winds up way left. That's going to leave a very awkward distance to somehow try to save par. Now a delicate little chip here for his second.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll remain at 14 under.
Frank, here at the 13th, a lot can happen.
Just a gentle dogleg to the right, or at least the hole moves to the right, plus the slope of the fairway. So you've got to aim left of centre.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Chance now for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Moving down to the 14th, 396-yard par 4, dogleg left. Cutting the corner is a big risk due to a big fairway bunker.
Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot.
Okay, that's acceptable there.
Sizable putt from 16 feet.
You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he moves to within a shot of the lead at 6 under now for the tournament.
Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now this for another birdie. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he's going to stay 2 back.
When you're licking your chops here at the 16th, it's only 568 yards this par 5, clearly reachable in 2. But you can also let this hole get away from you because of all those dunes and bunkers that can become a real headache if you're off target. Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball gonna run off the fairway and into the bunker. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Nope. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. 17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just a hair to the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second.
Certainly seeing some short game skills today, and that's more evidence here, really keeping this round together as we get closer to the clubhouse.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. And he'll stay at 15 under. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. You make 3, you will have likely won it all. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, a good putt for his par here at the 18th green.
That is going to be a Saturday score of 66 for this third round.
Tell you what, Frank, for our featured golfer, I think it's a good opportunity tomorrow as they finish day 3.
PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the Kohler Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. On top is Hideki Matsuyama. He leads the pack at 17 under.
Now that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
We've got 137 left to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at the first. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, bold is beautiful here at Whistling Straits, and this second hole is for the bold, isn't it?
Well, even though it's just under 600 yards, it is reachable for the long hitters. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, because that way you can see the green. And there is bunkers left, and there is bunkers right.
The missed fairway at one didn't hurt him, but this, a much better tee shot as he is safely in the fairway. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better. Down the left half of this fairway, opening up that green beautifully to give this a crack in 2.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. This is a 19-foot putt. That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. That finished off for a par here with the second, and he'll remain right where he is. We come now to the first par 3 at Whistling Straits, 188-yard third. Best to favor the right side of this massive green to avoid Lake Michigan and those deep bunkers and dunes on the left. That one safely on the putting surface. A look here at birdie.
We're looking at a right to left break here, but it demands Spanish hands. It's all about feel, not much break, but it will have speed.
Yeah, that's good putt. That was a slippery one, but that's well done. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is.
So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. And make 4 here, give yourself a self 5.
Well, here we are at the par 4 fourth. It's a shade under 500 yards, and it is the hardest hole on the golf course. Why? Well, Pete Dye's playing mind games. Yet again, he's trying to get you to avoid those mounds on the right side. You do, and what happens is so many tee shots go toward those left bunkers and the dunes that fall dangerously toward Lake Michigan. Again, mind games from the mastermind, Pete Dye. Iona, a second coming up.
And the fourth here at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. And that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff.
Eight-foot putt here.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is.
Here at Whistling Straits, and they call this hole Snake. Frank, how do you avoid getting bitten by it?
Well, if you go left, there's water. If you go right, there's water. This hole is anything other than straight, so it suits its name. Somehow find the fairway. Best way to play this is treat it as a 3-shotter.
Uh-oh, that's not going as intended. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. So a second shot coming, Iona, from the heavy rough.
Yeah, and it was an aggressive line off the tee, understandable, but no, we're over here in this sea of trouble on the right-hand side, and from this point, you've just got to get it back in play.
Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it. Hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip. Two good shots on this par 5. Leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Yes, a very well played hole. That's in for birdie to 16 under par. On to the 6th now, not overly long at 409 yards. You can see by the flyover, bunkers are seemingly everywhere. It might sound like a bit of a broken record, but finding the fairway here is crucial, as it should set up just a wedge in with a downhill approach. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. So after that bomb of a drive, this is second to the par 4. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he moves to 17 under par.
On the 7th tee now, and a tricky 221-yard par 3.
If you have a look at the way in which Pete Dye has designed this hole, you can see that the green shapes away to the right. So if you can bring the ball in from the left, it's certainly desirable.
Okay, that one's dancing. Now this for birdie.
And this is back up the slope. Fortunately, not a great deal of movement to it, but there is a little bit of right to left.
Hang on. That's going to leave about 3 feet. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par. Onward to the 506-yard par 4 8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan and dunes and bunkers on the right. That's going to be up the left-hand side.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
So after the missed fairway, his second now from the rough at 8. This one is all about touch and feel and creativity. Coming down that huge slope, though it is a birdie putt. Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. We finish up the front side here at Whistling Straits with the 442-yard par 4 9. Fairway tends to funnel the tee shot toward the middle, but if you're too far to the right, a large tree about 100 yards short of the green could block your approach. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
A touch long, a touch left. But still, how good can you putt?
Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th. That's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. And that's what we'll need to see on these final 9 holes if they're going to get back into it. That's in the fairway at 10. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
Nobody's happy after that shot. Oh, I mean, that was one up from disastrous, really.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par, just 2 shots off the lead. This is a brute of a par 5. It's the longest by far at Whistling Straits. 645 yards, the 11th hole. Hit a good drive, and you'll have a chance to put your second on that plateau. You can see it down a ways. And then from there, you'll have a good look at your third, and maybe a chance at birdie. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh, wonderful effort right there. That was tracking much of the way, and it'll leave a short one for birdie. You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. He gets it to 20 under par. Now to the 12th, short little par 3.
Yeah, just a short iron in hand. You'd like to think it's a birdie opportunity. One of the biggest problems here, though, is putting. This green, anything other than flat.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Now this for another birdie.
And he's seemingly had no problem with his reads all round long, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And he'll pull to within 1 shot with 6 holes to play. Arriving here at the 402-yard par 4 13th. It's called Cliffhanger with good reason. The green hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Best to favor the left side of the fairway if possible. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This a shade better than 50% on the make percentage. It's for birdie. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And the lead is down to 1 with 5 holes to go. Now the par 4 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver. But it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie. And he's going to move to 23 under par.
Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Not quite where he wanted it, but it is on the green, and that's not too bad. Chance now for another birdie. Just 5 feet left. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15. And he'll remain at 23 under par. 16th here at Whistling Straits is the shortest par 5 on the golf course. Also one of the most exciting holes on the golf course. We saw that at the Ryder Cup. It was a pivotal hole. Recall on Saturday, Jordan Spieth making eagle here after his partner, Justin Thomas, hit that sensational approach shot. Playing this one out to the left, trying to fade it back in. That is straight into the thick stuff. Four feet now for birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And that is going to move him into the lead with just 2 holes to play. Here we are at the 249 yards, 17th. It is one of the best par 3s in golf. Remember what Jordan Spieth did at the Ryder Cup? That incredible shot from on the bank left, sent it way up into the air, and then he went straight down, almost into Lake Michigan. Yeah, this is all you want. good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And the lead will stay at 1 with just the 18th hole left to play.
The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
This one starting up that left side.
With that breeze coming off the left, that was an excellent tee shot. Held it up against the breeze.
Frank, this approach to 18, it will test you in every way.
Yeah, even off a good tee shot, it's a difficult second, and this is one that you really have to think, perhaps maybe hitting that second shot a little right of center.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. Now this for another birdie.
And this really is all about visualization. You've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot, foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And that will make this a final round, 63, a spectacular round of golf. Just a sensational final round here, Frank, catapulting our featured golfer all the way into the winner's circle.
They must have known they needed something special today, Rich, but to shoot that low and just squeak in, I mean, well, with very little sort of breathing space, that was a great closing round.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.